Hello students, so in the previous class we have studied regarding the general characteristics of bryophytes, and also we have observed the fertilization. Apart from that, later on we have studied about the bryophytes are divided into two important groups, that is the liverworts and mosses, and explained about the liverwort, that is Marchantia. The important factor is it is sporophytic plant and the gametophytic plants are there. The sporophytic plant is short lived and it is dependent on the gametophytic plant. That what we have discussed. It is important for 5 mark question in the examination. So, continuation of bryophytes only. Next we are moving toward the mosses. So, in the case of liverworts, what we have studied, same the character whatever is there, it is the same basic characters. But now the mosses are exhibiting some different characteristic feature of the liverworts. Liverworts are considering it as a primitive plants. Liverworts are considering it as a primitive plants among the bryophytes, and mosses are considered as somewhat higher plants among the bryophytes. The mosses are exhibiting certain characteristics, evolutionary characteristics, that is in the case of next generation pteridophytes. Pteridophytic characters, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ observation just we are going to be observed, that is in the case of mosses. ಹೌದಾ, ಮಾಸಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ advanced characters. That advanced character ಅಂದರೆ it is resemble with the pteridophytic characters. So now mosses we are going to study about that. The mosses are first habitat, you can see that they are growing on the moist soil. Where they are growing means they are growing on the moist soil. They are normally found in the moist soil means even they are growing on the rocks also. They are also growing on the rocky surfaces. Example, you can see that the example mosses, that is the Funaria, Polytrichum, then Sphagnum. These are the 3 examples that what we are studying in the case of the mosses. So, they are growing on the moist soil and rocks really kuda ಬೆಳಿತವೆ. And now next is, so if you want you can growing in moist soil, growing in the moist soil, rocks. Specific ಆಗಿ they are growing on the shady places ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರೀಬಹುದು. Shady places ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತವೆ. That is the habitat first we are going to write. And now the second character is the same pattern whatever we have written in the case of the bryophyte characters. Plant body is called as thallus and all those things, which is same. And now rhizoids are also there. They are normally having the root like structures called as rhizoids. All those things, even alternation of generation is also taking place. Same pattern. This is also bryophyte. Some different characters we are going to observe that. So now here life cycle generates alternation of generation ಅಥವಾ life cycle involves ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. Life cycle involves alternation of generation. ಇಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ same matter it is, that is the sporophytic stage, that is sporophytic stage and gametophytic stage. Now we are going to observe that which one is considering it as a dominant here. In the case of the bryophyte, we have studied the character, that is the gametophytic stage, or the gametophytic plant is the dominant. So here also we are going to observe that ಮೂರನೇ character, gametophytic plant produces. What it is going to produce? Gametophytic plant produces somewhat different from the liverwort, that is Protonema. Number 1, Protonema. Number 2, leafy stage. So this is also important. You can see that the gametophytic plant produces protonyma in the leafy stage. So now we are going to be observe that the what kind of the leaves are going to be found here. So protonyma stage means that is the primitive stage. Protozoa and thank. So protonyma stage, what we are saying that how the gametophytic plant is going to be produced. Gametophytic plant ಹೆಂಗೆ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? Gametophytic plant is produced whenever spores falls. After sporophytic stage only gametophytic stage is going to be occurring. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ gametophytic stage is dominant only. So whenever spores falls on the ground, you can see that when the spores falls on the ground, you can see that then what will happen? The root-like structures are going to be generating. These root-like structures are called as rhizoids. These are called as rhizoids. So this is what we are observing it as an protonyma stage ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Protonyma stage ಅಂದರೆ when the spore falls on the moist surface. When the spores falls on the moist surface. So what will happen here? The first formed root-like structures, they are called as rhizoids, no doubt. Now what we are saying that ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಸಲ ಈ ಥರ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಿವೆ. This is considered as an ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಲೀಫ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. So here somewhat different structure we are going to be observing. That is the protonyma stage. This is called as a protonyma stage. First stage where the rhizoids which is going to be formed, and then these rhizoids immediately they are normally formed the bud-like structures. Rhizoids ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ? A small bud-like structures are going to be found. These bud-like structures are normally developed into leafy stage. Bud-like structures they are going to be developed into leafy stage. Protonyma stage under rhizoids. Wherever the rhizoids are there, it is the kind of protonyma stage. Rhizoids next development stage is the budding stage. These buds are generating into leaf or the leafy stage. So now here we are observing that in the leafy stage normally you can see that the leaves are sessile. Leaves are sessile means what? Leaves are sessile means there will be no stalk. Stalk irodilla. Leaves are sessile, and now you can see that they are supposed to be arranged spirally. Leaves are sessile and they are arranged spirally ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Leaves are sessile and they are arranged spirally. ಈ ಥರ ರೌಂಡ್ ಶೇಪ್ನಲ್ಲಿ they are going to be found here. Leaves are sessile and they are arranged spirally. Next is ಇದು leaf stage. Now one more you can observe that here also normally having the leaf. ಇಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ leaf ಇರ್ತದೆ. Here also leaves are going to be found. So now this is what we are observing that first formed the region. Whenever spores falls on the moist region, that you are observing that the rhizoid formation is taking place. These rhizoids develops into bud stage. The buds are developed into bud andre enu leaf bud only. So now they are developed into leafy stage. The leaves are arranged in a circle manner. Leaves are arranged in a circle manner and the leafy stage is branched. Leafy stage is branched. Illi bandide. Leafy stage branch ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಒನ್. ಸೊ leafy stage is branched. Leafy stage is branched. ಯಾಕೆ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಂದ್ರೆ this part is showing the female and it is showing the male part. So leafy stage is branched. The leaves are arranged spirally and the branched leaf is showing that one is female, another one is male. So here also same thing. The female is called as archegonium, male is called as antheridium. Antheridium and archegonium, you know that. So this one is called as normally gametophytic stage. This is called as gametophytic stage. This is called as gametophytic stage. Now the important part you can see that gametophytic stage ಆದಮೇಲೆ next stage ನೋಡ್ರಿ. We have to observe that the next stage. You know that whenever maturation takes place, here you are observing that the same pattern. So now here male gamete and the female gametes are there, then the fusion of the male and female gamete takes place. When the fusion of the male and female gamete takes place, then what will happen here? They are normally producing one more plant. Fusion admele zygote formation occurs, and the zygote formation admele one more plant is going to be produced. This plant is normally considered as a sporophytic plant. This is called as sporophytic plant. Sporophytic plant. This is called a sporophytic plant. So now here we are observing that the sporophytic plant we can observe that this is normally comprises mainly three parts, that is here it is called as foot, seta, capsule. Foot, seta and the capsule. So now what this capsule is made up of means, this capsule is normally made up of the spores. Along with the spores, it also consisting of chloroplast. Chloroplast is also present. Here spores are found like this. So once again I am telling you that mosses are exhibiting two stages, that is alternation of generation, sporophytic and the gametophytic. Entire bryophyte we have studied that is the gametophytic stage is dominant. Here also we are observing that the gametophytic stage is dominant. Gametophytic plant heng develop agtade whenever spores falls on the ground andre thallus mele kuda belibodu. So now the first formed root like structures, modalne sala bare root like structures are going to be generated. This is called as protonema stage. So this is normally considered as an protonema stage anta kuda kariti, protonema stage. So now this stage is normally developed into small buds. The buds are generated the leafy condition. Buds hange develop agutte, leafy stage is going to be formed. Then slowly the leaves are arranged. Note characters. The leaves are arranged in a spiral manner. And apart from that, the leafy stage is divided into two branches. Leafy stage, ಎರಡು branch ಆಗಿ split ಆಗ್ತದೆ. One branch is showing the antheridia, another branch is showing the archegonium ಅಥವಾ male and female. So then what will happen? This is what we are observing, that is the gametophytic stage. When the fusion of male and female gamete which is taking place, when the fusion of male and female gamete takes place, then what will happen? It produces a sporophytic plant. It produces the sporophytic plant, and the sporophytic plant, it is normally comprising three parts. Lower part is the foot, then the seta and the capsule. This is normally considered as a capsule. So this is called a sporophytic plant. Now we are going to make the differentiation of the liverworts and the mosses. Here we are observing the differentiation of liverworts and the mosses. ಏನು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ liverworts ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆವು, liverworts ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗೆಮಾ ಕಪ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಗೆಮಾ ಕಪ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. So now in the case of liverworts we have studied that the main part we can observe that the sporophytic plant is completely dependent on the gametophytic plant. Sporophytic plant is completely dependent on the gametophytic plant ಅಂತ liverwort ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೆವು, food and shelter. But here it is different. So why? Because generation of the new plant is to be taking place, that is the sporophytic. But what it is comprises, ಇದರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ spores are there, no doubt. So now along with the spores, chloroplasts are also present. Chloroplasts are also present. ಆ spores ಜೊತೆಗೆ chloroplast ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. So now chloroplast main function ಏನಿದೆ? Photosynthesis. What is the main function of chloroplast ಅಂದರೆ photosynthesis. Like that, photosynthesis andre just you have to observe that it is preparing the food material of its own. Now liverworts ಏನು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೆವು, they are completely dependent, food and shelter. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂಗಲ್ಲ, just you have to observe that like liverworts ಅಲ್ಲಿ sporophytic plant ಏನು ಹೇಳಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ lodging and boarding, ಊಟ ವಸತಿ ಎರಡು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಅಪ್ಪ. In the case of mosses only lodging, ಊಟ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು, ನನ್ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನೇ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮೈ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ದಿ ಲಿವರ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್. ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಸಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್. ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಅಂದರೆ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇಸ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಶೆಲ್ಟರಿಂಗ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ food they are going to synthesize. That is why partially dependent on the gametophytic plant. ಇದೇನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್, ಇನ್ ದ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ, ಸ್ಪೋರೋಫೈಟಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್. ಸ್ಪೋರೋಫೈಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆರಡೋಫೈಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಫೈಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ದಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಮಾಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಟಿಂಗ್. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಮಾಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಟು ದ ಲಿವರ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮತ್ತೇನಿದೆ, ಫೂಟ್, ಸಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸೂಲ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ liver words. Food, sit and capsule, it is going to be found in the mosses, right. Now the important thing is sporophytic plant is developed, spores are found here. ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಎರಡೂ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. Gametophytic stage is also there, sporophytic stage is also there, which are normally found in equal amount. That what we are observing in the bryophytes. ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೇವೆ. So now here we are observing that the capsule consisting of the spores. Spores they are normally 2n number. Okay, diploid spores. Spores are normally 2n number. That is the diploid condition. So now diploid condition ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತವೆ. It will take time. It will take its own time for maturation. After maturation, the spores in the spores meiosis occurs. Maturation ಆದಮೇಲೆ meiosis is going to be taking place. When the meiosis occurs, the capsule splits. After meiosis, the capsule splits. When the splitting of the capsule takes place, then you can observe that the spores are dispersed. When the spores are dispersed, again it may fall on the ground, then it is developed into one more gametophytic plant that is called as an protonema stage anta ಕರೀಬಹುದು. First, you can see that. Like that the life cycle is going to be taking place. ಮೊಳಗಡೆ ಮೊದಲು ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸು 2n ನಂಬರೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. After maturation, you can observe that these spores now turn into meiosis stage. ಅಂದರೆ reductional division ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So when the reductional division ಅಥವಾ when the diploid turns into haploid, then the capsule splits. ಈಗ ಮುಂದೆ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋಷ್ಟಿಗೆ meiosis ಆಗ್ತದೆ. During the time of meiosis, you can observe that the now chromosomal number is reduced into half. ಅಂದರೆ haploid. So haploid spores are falls on the ground. Then they are developed into again protonema stage. ಮತ್ತೆ leafy stage formation ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು? ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. protonema stage, rhizoids are found, develops into leafy stage. The leafy stage is branched. One branch is showing the antheridium, another branch is showing the archegonium. When the fusion of the antheridia and archegonia takes place, then it is produced into sporophytic plant. The sporophytic plant consists of foot, seta and the capsule. ಹೌದಾ? So now capsule consisting of chloroplast, spores, can observe that the, and it is normally taking time for the development of the spores. After the maturation of the spores, it turn into meiosis. Then the splitting of the capsule takes place. Spores, when they fall on the ground, then develop into again new gametophytic plant. Idistu part ಏನಿದೆ sporophytic plant, this is leafy stage and protonema stage is the gametophytic plant ಅಂತ ಕರೀಬಹುದು, right. And now you can see that the what the difference we are observing that in the case of question ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ liver words ಮತ್ತು mosses ಏನು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ liver words mosses difference ಅಂದರೆ liver words are normally growing in the water bodies specific ಆಗಿ. Now they are going on the moist soil. Next important part is the second important part ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ partially dependent. Sporophytic plant is completely dependent on the gametophytic plant in the case of liverworts. Here sporophytic stage is partially dependent on the gametophytic plant. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ it can synthesize their own food. This is what we are observing here. ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇದರೊಳಗೆ ಎರಡು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್. ಈಗ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನಾವು ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರೆಪ್ಟೈಲ್ಸ್ you have studied. Snakes are there, turtles are there, tortoise are there, ella alligator, lizard and all those things, you have studied them. So now, only now in the case of that, we are studying about that three-chambered heart anta kuda ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆದರೆ crocodile is exhibiting four-chambered heart. Four-chambered heart ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್ four-chambered heart. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್. ಮುಂದಿಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಏವ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ four-chambered heart. ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಫೈಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಮೊದಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, ಲಾಜಿಂಗ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಬೋರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೊರಗಡೆ. ಮೊದಲು ಲಿವರ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೋತ್ ಲಾಜಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬೋರ್ಡಿಂಗ್, that is on the main thallus, that what we are going to be observing. Here gamma cups and all those things which is not there, only the leafy stage is going to be formed. That is the difference between the liverworts and the mosses. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು? Just you have to observe here how it is going to be developed. ಹೌದಾ? ಎರಡು ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟೂ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ liverworts and the these are the mosses branches. One is showing the antheridia, another is showing the archegonium. ಇದು ಏನಿದೆ leafy stage. ಇದರ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ roots are going to be found. First formed roots like root like structures, this is called as an protonema stage. Individual it is called as an rhizoids only. This is what we are saying it as a protonema. Followed all of you? ಇದನ್ನೇ ಮುಂದೆ when the fusion of these two takes place, then developed into sporophytic plant which is partially dependent on the gametophytic plant. Right. This is what we have studied in the case of the mosses. So now we are moving toward the importance of the bryophytes. Now we are moving towards importance of bryophytes. Moving toward the importance of bryophytes. Questions they are going to be asked, you have to note down that. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಜನರಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ರಯೋಫೈಟ್ಸ್. ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್ ಆಫ್ 5 marks. ಜನರಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೀಬೇಕು, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು ದೆನ್ 2 mark question they may ask that, write the differences between liverworts and mosses. ಒಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್, ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಫುಡ್ ಸಿಟಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸೂಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ mosses. Food ಸಿಟಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸೂಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಯ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸಾಯಿಲಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೀತವೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೇ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್, ದಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್. ನಾವು ಮೂರನೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳೋದಂದ್ರೆ, ರೈಟ್ ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ರಯೋಫೈಟ್ಸ್. These are the questions likely to be asked in the examination. So now 5 mark question, this is 2 mark question, this may be of 2 or 3 mark question like this. The importance of bryophytes, it is going to be asked in the examination. Now these two we have completed, and this one now we are going to start. So now importance of bryophytes. Now we are moving toward the importance of bryophytes. Importance of bryophytes. Importance of bryophytes. So now very simple what we are observing, the bryophytes are very important, as well as that is bryophytes are important for commercial purpose as well as ecological purpose. Commercial purpose is important as well as ecological, also ecological succession, that what we are saying that. So now idaralli number 1 bryophytes, we can see that idaralli 3 examples we have studied in the case of mosses. A mosses is ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್, ವೇರ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಬ್ರಯೋಫೈಟ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಸಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ ರಾಕ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು. So it is normally considered as andre they are growing on rocks, decompose rocks, decompose rocks, decompose rocks, colonize rocks. I will tell you the meaning of all those things. Colonize rocks. The rocky surface, how it is to be important, just you have to observe that. Growing on rocks, rock ಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಳೀತವೆ. Decompose rocks, very important part. You can see that the decomposing the rocks. Decomposing the rocks ಅಂದರೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ರಾಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಳೆದು ಏನಾಗ್ತಂದ್ರೆ they are responsible for the splitting up of the rocks. When the splitting up of the rocks takes place, ultimately you have to see that splitting ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ then it becomes soil. Rocks ಎಲ್ಲ slowly split ಆಗಿ soil formation. They are going to make the soil formation. This is what we are saying it has an ecological importance. So they are going to make the soil formation. This soil is responsible for the growth of another plant. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್. ಈಗ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ರಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದವಪ್ಪ, ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್? ವಿದರಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ರಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕೊಲೊನೈಸ್ ರಾಕ್ಸ್. ಕೊಲೊನೈಸ್ ರಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಟ್ ದಿ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ ರಾಕ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಬೆಳೆಯೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಕಾಲನಿ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಲನಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಕೊಲೊನೈಸ್ ರಾಕ್ಸ್. This is also colonized rocks. Ecological importance, not economic. This is ecological importance. So now, growing on rocks, they are responsible for decompose of rocks, colonize rocks, and withering of rocks. Just you have to observe that the withering of rocks andre breaking of the rocks is also taking place. Followed withering of rocks, which is going to be found here. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ then it is responsible for the formation of soil. Soil formation is to be there and it is responsible for growth of another plant. ಹೌದಾ? withering of rocks ಇದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ತೋರಿ. withering of rocks which helps in growth of another plants ಅಥವಾ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ನಡೀತದೆ. ಅನದರ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ. ರೈಟ್? ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಎಕಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿದರಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ರಾಕ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಇರೋಷನ್. ಇಟ್ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಇರೋಷನ್. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಣ್ಣಾಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ಸೊ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಇರೋಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್. ಇನ್ ದ ಹಿಲ್ಲಿ ರೀಜನ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಟ್. ಇನ್ ದ ಹಿಲ್ಲಿ ರೀಜನ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ವೆನ್ ದ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸೊ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಇರೋಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ವೆನ್ ದ ವಾಟರ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಡೌನ್. ಇದು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ದ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಇರೋಷನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಗ್ನಮ್. ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಗ್ನಮ್ is responsible for transport living material because it holds water. ಅಂದರೆ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ಟೆನ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಎನಿಮಲ್ ಸ್ಪೀಸಸ್ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಗ್ನಮ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಮಾಸಸ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿರಿ. ರೈಟ್? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಎನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ದಿ. ನೌ ಪೀಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ dried moss is used as fuel. ಪೀಟ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಪೀಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಡ್ರೈಡ್ ಮಾಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಗ್ನಮ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಡ್ರೈಡ್ ಮಾಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಗ್ನಮ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಗ್ನಮ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಫ್ಯೂಯಲ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ವೆನ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಟ್ ದಿ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ವೆನ್ ಎವರ್ ಡೆತ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್, ಸೊ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಡಿಪಾಸಿಟಿಂಗ್. ಹೌದಾ, ಡಿಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಆಗಿ, ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಟ್ ದಿ ultimately one peat formation is also taking place. Death agi, so there only you can observe that the peat formation dappagi spongy material is going to be found whenever it is dried. Adu dry aaytu andre, so it is to be used as a fuel purpose anta helabodu. It is to be used as fuel purpose. Next is last fifth point, we can observe that the it is used as source of food. ಈಗ it is used as source of food in herbaceous animals. Birds ಇರ್ಬೋದು, animal ಇರ್ಬೋದು, the plants which are ಅಂದರೆ the animals which are collecting the herb as a source of food material. ಹೌದಾ, they are all normally useful. ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, many plants are going to be there. Colonize ಅಂತ ನಾ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. Colonize also means what? Enormous amount of the growing up of the bryophytic plant is going to be taking place. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಬೆಳೀತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದು ರಾಕ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರಾಕ್ ವಿದರಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಅಂದರೆ ವಿದರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಆಕರಿಂಗ್. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ದೇರ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾಯ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದಾಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಪೆನೆಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೊ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ವಿದರಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ರಾಕ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಮೇ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಲಿಂಕ್ ಇವೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟು ಮತ್ತು ಎರಡನೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಏನು ನೋಡಿದೆವು ಅಂದರೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಕಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಇವು ಮುಂದಿನ ಬರ್ತವೆ ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಗ್ನಮ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಪೀಟ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೌ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ಇದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಎಕಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಎಕಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಎಕೋಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್. ಇದು ಮೇನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ರೈಟ್ ದ ಎಕಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ರಯೋಫೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇವೆರಡು ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್, ರೈಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಗ್ರೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಇರೋಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇವೆರಡು ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ನಾವು last one more you can see that which has not been observed here, and the sixth one, polytrichum is used ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಅವೆರಡು ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಗ್ನಮ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಯಿತು, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾವು ಫ್ಯೂನೇರಿಯಾ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಟ್ ದಿ ನಾವು polytrichum plant ಕೂಡ this is also moss. We can see that the polytrichum is used to clear the kidney stones. Clear the kidney stones, and now we can see that to treat the kidney stones ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. ಹೌದಾ, this is one what we have observed here, that is the polytrichum ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Polytrichum is normally clear, or even we can see that the or remove the kidney stones. Polytrichum is used to clear or remove the kidney stones. Kidney stones normally under medicinal value also it is going to be used anta artha. It is also been used in the medicinal value. So in this way, importance of bryophytes, that what we have studied. ಹೌದಾ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇವೆ. ಇವೆರಡು ಮಾತ್ರ ಎಕಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಇದು ಏನಿದೆ ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇವೆರಡು. ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಪಾಲಿಟ್ರೈಕಮ್, ಮೂರು ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇವೆ. ಸೊ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಎ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫುಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಹರ್ಬೇಷಿಯಸ್ ಎನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಸಫಿಷಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಡೆವಲಪಿಂಗ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಇನಾರ್ಮಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಎ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫುಡ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್. ಹೌದಾ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಗ ಡ್ರೈಡ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ಪೀಟ್, ಡ್ರೈಡ್ ಮಾಸ್, ದಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಪೀಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರೀತೀವಿ, ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಗ್ನಮ್. Followed all of you. So now importance of bryophytes, total bryophytes we have completed today, or that is the in the previous video and this video. ಎರಡು ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ bryophytes ಒಂದೇ ಆಗಿದೆ, and then you can observe that the importance also I told you, general characters of bryophytes, and even you can see the importance of bryophytes, difference between the liverworts and the mosses. Now, in the next class, I will start the pteridophytes. Next class, one day videoನಲ್ಲಿ pteridophyte ಮುಗಿತದೆ. We are normally completing the pteridophytes. For all of you, once I will revise this, ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ದ pteridophyte. Followed, you have to complete minimum 6 to 7 characters by seeing the video itself, so that it is important in the examination. Right? Okay. Have a nice day.